Hi, I'm going to give a brief introduction to EDCI 5313, Foundations of Curriculum, and I'm going to especially introduce the syllabus right now, and you'll have to look at other of my little videos to find out some other aspects of the course that are important. First thing we have here is that I want to let you know that I'm available at all times. I have posted office hours, but you can call me at any time, and if I'm asleep or I'm in a meeting or I'm traveling, I'll call you back as quickly as I can. You can text message me also, and I will have something on the course homepage of the course that will have my contact information, my phone number for phone calls when I'm out of the office and for texting me as well. For office hours, you do not have to come to my office. You can Skype me, you can call me, or you can come and visit me in the office if you prefer. This is going to be an interesting course. We're going to talk about the philosophers of education from way back in ancient Chinese and Greek times all the way up to fairly contemporary. Textbook, Historical Foundations of Education. And let's see if you can see that here. That's the textbook. I know it's a big book. It's probably an expensive book. You could probably get it an e-version, or you can rent the book as well. Make sure you have the book. Hopefully you have it right now because your first assignment is requiring it, and that's going to be right away the first week of the course. You can expect to spend somewhere between 9 and 12 hours a week on this course. There's a lot of reading. There's some writing. You're going to be doing a research paper later on in the course. There's something about our use of technology, talk about plagiarism, about cheating, scholastic deficiency. Remember, as a graduate student, you must maintain a 3.0 grade point average not to go on probation. Those who get an F in the course, there are no D's in the College of Education. Those who get an F in the course will probably be suspended for one semester and have to take a semester off. And if you get 3 C's, you will probably get suspended as well and maybe expelled from the program. So be very careful with your grade point average. If you think you're failing before the drop date, then you make sure that you withdraw from the course. I will let you know if there's no chance for you to pass the course. I will let you know in time to withdraw from the course, and we will weigh your options if you are on the edge, and I'll tell you exactly what you'll need to do in order to pass the course if it's that close. Many of these things are written for undergraduates, and so you don't need to worry about those. But we do use the APA format for references and for a reference list and citations in what we write. You're going to be doing a lot of research, a lot of library research. I expect you to use library resources, academic resources. I don't want to have popular internet sites, no Wikipedia as far as acceptable references. You can get some ideas from Wikipedia, but you cannot use it as a reference just because it does not go through the regular verification that you would have in academic publications. Read all that carefully. It talks about how to respond to your classmates when you're doing your postings, how to be respectful when you use your postings, and good netiquette. And you'll find others in the other materials related to that in the introductory modules. Late work. To receive full credit for discussion each week, your active participation in the course room is a major component of your learning experience. And your grade for EDCI 5313, you're expected to participate in the discussion by posting one detailed response of 300 to 400 words to each of the discussion questions. Now, each question would be, there will be one question that might have several parts, but it's going to be one question for each chapter. In addition, post at least one response of 100 to 150 words to someone else's post. Compare, contrast, challenge, explore, being respectful. Focus on quality over quantity, and concise, well-organized postings. You should be able to respond to your peer within between 100 and 150 words. Less than 100, you're not taking it seriously, and you're not relating to it as deeply as I would like you to relate to it. Make sure you focus on the topic, the questions, and the theorist that we're talking about much more than your personal experience. You can bring in your personal experience, you can bring in anecdotes, but always relate them to the theorist and to their theories and to the prompt. No credit will be given for postings to the discussion after the due date for postings. Now, the due date for postings, for instance, if your posting is due on Monday, okay, you have all day Monday up into the evening, 11:30, 11:50, 11:55, 11:59. As soon as the calendar switches over to the next day, say on the Tuesday at 12:01 a.m., then that's late. So make sure your postings are all in at the required time. You can submit them late, but you will not get credit for them. Other assignments must be also submitted before the end of the due date to receive credit, and that would be like your research paper, and there will be more about that later. Okay, your response to peers also has to be in. Suppose it's due on a Tuesday. Again, it has to be due that evening. A good thing to do would be to post your posting and then right away look for others to see what other people have written and then respond to someone right away so you don't forget. Dropping a course, repeating a course, turn it in. Of course, we use turn it in. Make sure you communicate with me all the time. Now, discussions are going to be a major portion of the grade. The discussions are going to be 630 points. There are going to be 18 discussions worth 35 points each over the 12-week period that we have. There are going to be introductory activities. That's going to be a total of 20 points. A research paper proposal will be 50 points. Literature review that you will do, 100 points, and the research paper will be 200 points. And you can look at the syllabus to find the due dates for all of those things. Here's our course schedule on the syllabus, and you will see that we start right away, February 10th. I expect the syllabus acknowledgement, the policies acknowledgement, and the meet and greet posts are due, where you introduce yourself in the meet and greet, and that you respond to at least 2 classmates. I believe it's 2 in the instructions. The meet and greet you post on Monday, and you respond by the end of Tuesday to at least 2 of your classmates. You can respond to all of them if you want to, but there are several people in the course this semester. February 12th, the first reading is due and the first post is due, Confucius, and I will have a little video to talk about that as well and what the expectations are as you write that. There's also a video on how to do the APA, or my introduction to it, as well. And then February 13th, on that Thursday, the response to post 1 is due, a response to one of your peers. And we'll talk about that when I show you the instructions. And then we start Monday, February 17th, post 2 from chapter 3, Plato, and then post on Wednesday, post 3 from chapter 4, Aristotle. So you're going to be keeping busy as we go through, and you will be able to see all these different theorists. Some of them you've heard about, some of them you have not heard about before, and we'll talk later about getting ready for the research paper and how you might want to read ahead on a few of these if you want to help you decide who you want to do your research paper on and what aspect of their theories relate to what you're doing in the schools right now. If you have any questions about the syllabus, about the policies of the course, please give me a call.